Hello.
What up, though?
Welcome back to another episode of
Malaysian Soul Podcast.
All right.
See how that works. Where she run it and she just point to me and
you got to point to the husband
I
and
thought
he
she was-
finishes your sentence.
I thought she
right?
was telling me to spit out my gum or something. I didn't know what that meant.
No.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Back again every Wednesday to highlight community leaders, entrepreneurs, people making a difference around you, to highlight and champion the Asian and Black culture, and to have a little fun.
Definitely. It's not that we don't champion any other cultures or communities, but because I'm Asian.
No, I don't think that's even...
We have to do this for our perspective. we know what we know based on our perspective. And so we share that and we highlight. And the reason we started this to begin with is because during the pandemic, as you guys know, the Black and Asian communities were one of the most vilified races, right?
Yes.
Because of the Stop Asian Hate and, because they were calling us the virus and all of this stuff. And people were getting actually killed and, brutalized, and in the wake of George Floyd and all of that going on, we decided to champion community leaders of the Black and Asian community. So that way it kind of changes the narrative for what is shown in the news, that we are more than just a virus and just what some of the media portrays. We are community leaders.
I don't feel the need to explain myself as to why I am champion.
That's because I'm a woman. See, and the other thing is I'm a woman, so I am more detail oriented.
That is not true.
He is a male, and so he's very straightforward, straight
if
cut to the chase kind of personality.
If we choose to give praises to people who are out there, this format is not people who are doing something for the Black and Asian culture. This venue that we
highlight.
But our venue is people making a difference, period.
Yes.
So if there's a minority that's helping every flavor of the ice cream spectrum,
right,
so be it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But there are multiple shows out that deal with various audiences.
Yes.
Our audience, for the most part, happens to be Black and Asian, but there's some Caucasian people that I know, friends of mine
who's been on the show as well.
So no explaining. We don't explain stuff
like
here.
Explain nothing. I'm just introducing us and what we do. So for those of you that are tuned in, please like and share with your crew, because we have a with your crew. What do you say? With your crew, with your girls, with your boys.
I mean, you can use whichever term you deem fit.
Okay, and then also, so also คนลาวคันเจ้าแม่นคนลาวจะเบิ่งมื้อแรกนี่อันน่ะให้เจ้าอันน่ะแชร์กับหมู่เจ้าเด้อคำพอว่ามื้อนี้มื้อนี้สิมีคนลาวมาเว้านำมวนเฮาอันเรื่องhit business, okay? So there you go.
Cbd. What?
That's all he knows, you guys.
What?
He's been with me 20 years.
What?
He only knows Cbd. That's it, right? What? And he just had pho last year. We've been together 20 years back and forth.
Wait for the...
But he just tried pho.
Wait for the Blasian Soul...
T-shirts?
Food.
Oh, food. Why are you telling people?
Out, right? But you got to give teasers.
See, I'm the one that's supposed to tell people stuff. You're the one that doesn't tell people stuff. Okay.
I'm gonna shut up. I'm not saying anything the rest of the podcast.
All right. Bye.
Okay. Yes, we are out here every Wednesday having some fun, bringing guests on.
You took care of the flash.
I did, but the sun is moving. So as the sun moves, the part that I had blocked. We're in our spring den.
Yeah.
And we're trying to transform that into a studio as well. We have a full studio in our office space, but
you don't have to explain.
Gas is $78.58.
You don't have to explain.
So I ain't traveling back and forth.
You don't have to explain why, what, where we're at. It's know.
Now she on her gangster now. She on her gangster now. She like, nah, you gotta explain. Okay.
All right. So we are excited to bring to you our guest speaker tonight. You try to say the name. Let's see. Let's see if you pass the Lao test.
Sysamone. Sysamone. No?
Okay, try the last name.
Phaphon.
So we bring to you Sysamone Phaphon.
Oh, I was close. Oh, come on. You got to give me props on that. I was extremely
founder
close.
of KhuenPhu. All right.
Hey.
What? There's our speaker. Hello, welcome.
Hi.
It's so great to have you here tonight to share your story once again. I had the pleasure of interviewing Sysamone for our special edition of the Lao refugee women, Untold Stories of Lao refugee women. So you guys make sure to get your copy. You'll hear her full story. But tonight we're going to talk about her journey to entrepreneurship.
I got to get this light. It's killing me.
It's bothering you. Go that way. Okay, so we are going to talk to her about her journey to entrepreneurship. And I don't know how you're going to get it. Okay, because the sun is moving, so he thinks that he could get it in one little bit, but it's going to keep moving, babe. So welcome to the show. And we appreciate your time. Oh, see, he's even doing like a Lao person.
Excuse me?
Like, Lao. Never mind, you don't get it. You wouldn't get it.
I don't talk bad about me when I'm not around.
It's our tradition to like gom. It's called gom. Never mind. I'll tell you later. I'll teach you, educate you later.
In the Black culture, that is the same as when you're in church and you need to get up and use the bathroom.
Pretty much.
Just kind of put your hand up and you walk.
Oh, lower. Okay, yeah.
All right.
That's the same. Okay.
There it is.
Okay. So welcome.
Thanks for having me, guys. You guys are so funny.
This is us all day, every day. And this is just a little filtered because we're on live, but...
Because she has a potty mouth.
But it gets...
I'm okay with that. If you guys are okay with that and just saying whatever comes out.
He has to sleep with one eye open.
No, I'm a registered gun owner. I ain't worried about nothing.
He's like, whoa, what? What's every noise you hear, though?
That's what a man is supposed to do.
Even if it's me.
That's what a man is supposed to do. Yeah, so I get all my little Batman utility belt out and I go and find out what's going on.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, because I wouldn't. I'm just like, what the heck is that?
Right.
She won't either. She will ask me, is that the dog?
We'll just think it's ghosts, right? Because
yeah, exactly. It's like,
it's a ghost.
That's it.
I don't even want to start down that path with her about ghosts because she'll get mad. She won't say it, but she'll get mad at me when she shows me something supernatural and I give her a realistic alternative to it being supernatural.
You can't do that. Yes. Everything's a ghost to us, or a spirit, or somebody trying to.
Yeah.
It's look at this picture. You see these lights right here?
That's
doesn't that look like my aunt who passed away? And I'm like, no, baby, that's the reflection. Someone's taking the picture. And she's like, no, that's not a reflection. No.
I agree with Laura now.
See, man, everything is a spirit.
We're gonna get a psychic on here one day. We're gonna have somebody read our fortune.
Oh my goodness!
So that you can feel comfortable with them on there.
Yeah, get a shaman on here. That'd be awesome.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know, I have been, I don't know what the correct term is it deputized or blessed? But I have been a monk
Okay.
before. So
we shaved his hair and never grew back.
No, my hair was already shaved, but I had to shave eyebrows.
No, you didn't make you shave your eyebrows.
What did I have to shave?
You shave all this.
Yeah, I shaved my goatee. Okay. And
Yeah.
I was a monk in full robes. I learned martial arts right then and there. I mean, it was an experience.
And you were the tallest monk, and you couldn't sit down right?
They want me to sit down for 3 hours.
3 hours, Indian style.
I'm 6'2.5". I'm a big fella. I can't do that. No.
Yeah, it's part of the culture.
All right, so let's get back on.
Yes, let's talk about you.
First,
we are here for you.
Yeah, first tell them what your product is.
Yeah. Well, my name is Sysamone. You almost got it right.
I was close though. You gotta give me props. I was close.
Yeah, pretty close. More close than most people.
Okay.
Other people they start with like Sysamone or something.
Right.
Like that.
Oh my gosh, you name it.
But I'm the founder and CEO of KhuenPhu, which means going up the mountain in Laos. It is a wellness company that I've built. We create hemp-derived cannabinoid products that are science-backed. We use, different cannabinoids and different types of technology in our products. And we've decided to kind of take a holistic approach. Some things are created based off of, our Asian legacy of healing and wellness, and put into the products for a more modern market, a new, more modern audience.
So tell us, how did you start this journey? I mean, were you growing up and was like, I'm going to heal people? I know I'm going to heal people.
I did grow up with the mindset that I would go into healthcare. That was always the goal was always to help people in some way, shape, or form. And so my background, I come from corporate healthcare. And then when the market itself became legal here in California, that's when I entered the cannabis industry. Now, I'm not new to cannabis or hemp. Since you have a Lao wife, I'm sure you know a lot of other Lao people who enjoy the plants for pleasure and for wellness.
Okay. I've heard of that before. I have heard of that before.
So, I grew up with it. In our family, my mom actually used to put the flour in her pho broth for all of us, to enjoy. Wasn't to get us high, but it definitely was her way.
Is that why I was addicted to pho?
She used it, in more of an herb format. She saw it as an herb, so she always put it in our pho to boost the flavor. And then part of me thought, I was like, 16 kids, big ass family. How do you calm them the F down? This is probably one way to do it.
That was for medicine.
Exactly. And how do you feed a big family? It's always these big pho broth meals, pho bars, and whatnot. And so I grew up with the cannabis plants my whole life. Given prohibition and the war on drugs, a lot of us stepped away from it for a minute. During those years, that's when I, went to school, went to college for healthcare and things like that. And then when the industry became legal for adult use here in California, that's when I entered it. I worked for a manufacturer who created active ingredients, the CBD, the THC, the CBN, those things in nano emulsion form. And I got to work with a lot of their clients, creating their brand, helping them create messaging, marketing messaging, PR.
Oh, nice.
And I even got to help them innovate some of their products. I got to be a tester for everything that came through the door.
You would like that job.
Yeah. And, I would say during pandemic, about 2 years ago, Thailand decided to legalize medicinally, and they began clinical trials.
Oh,
and
wow.
So at that time, I felt like that was kind of my calling at that moment, because I knew I always wanted to create my own brand working with all these clients and all these products. I just was waiting for kind of the right time of when I was ready and kind of a sign. And so I took it as my actual sign to begin executing, building out my idea, building out a brand that's very AAPI influenced, Asian inspired flavors, because we didn't have that on the market yet. There are more brands out there now with Asian flavors like mine, but at that time there were none, and there were none speaking to our community either. You know, and they were speaking to a generation of legacy smokers, people who wanted to get intoxicated versus those who were for the benefits of health and wellness that would help them with their sleep management, their anxiety, their pain and aches and things like that. And so, you know, that happened. I spoke to my leadership that I worked for. I began ideating, we began executing on products. And now in a couple of weeks, I'll be celebrating my 1-year anniversary of launching into the market.
Wow, that's so exciting.
That's cool.
Wow. So how was your first year?
The first year has been an amazing roller coaster. Lots of challenges. You know, I've never created a product myself as a good for, you know, the market. I've only worked with other people. So you only, when you work with other people, you kind of are blocked from all of the challenges for the most part.
Right.
So, lots of supply chain problems this year, I think, for everyone as a whole, not just us. But it's also been an amazing year in which we've gotten a lot of recognition, a lot of love for the products. We've managed to expand our B2B channel this year in California and Hawaii. And we've got a great consumer online audience who, you know, loves our products, loves the flavors. And so lots of learnings, but lots of little wins this year. And so I think for me, I'm glad that we're able to go into another year.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Now, for those who are not aware, what is the difference between CBD and hippie lettuce?
And what?
Hippie lettuce.
What is that?
What is that?
THC, marijuana.
Like hippie lettuce.
Hippie lettuce? You got, come on now. You
lettuce. Oh, Matt, I've never heard that.
I've never heard it like that.
You've never heard of hippie lettuce.
Yeah, I've never heard anybody use that term ever.
You guys are so square. I cannot believe. Wow.
So the difference is the intoxicating factor. Okay. So if you consume, most people don't realize that hemp and cannabis are from the same cannabis species. You'll hear cannabis referred to a lot now, but people are really trying to say marijuana. They don't say marijuana anymore because of its history of that term. So they use cannabis, but both plants have CBD and THC in it. The only difference is that cannabis is intoxicating. It gives you that high feeling that, some people really love. And then CBD, it does not intoxicate you. It gives you all the wellness benefits without making it hazy up here. Yeah. It's more, the difference, I always explain to people, THC gives you a head high, and CBD gives you a body high. So it makes an overwhelming calm.
So if you have potentially a crazy wife, which would you prescribe? CBD?
I would give her CBD because THC, depending on people's anxiety and crazy level, I guess, it could amplify it. Right? I see. There's a stereotype that people think that if you take THC or CBD, you're going to be couch locked or you're going to just be out. But that's actually not true. It really depends on everybody's, we call it the ECS system, the endocannabinoid system. Everyone has one, but you were never taught it in school because this really just came about 5 years ago. It's literally like your nervous system, your immune system. You have an endocannabinoid system as well. So when you consume cannabinoids, whether it's THC or CBD, it interacts with your ECS system to give you the appropriate feeling your body needs at the moment. So if your wife is like super anxious, super crazy, give her some CBD and have it interact with her ECS to calm her down.
I'm making mental notes of all this. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know which wife you're talking about.
That's another conversation, I guess.
Hypothetically, right?
This is completely hypothetical.
Hypothetically.
I was looking at tranquilizer darts and stuff like that, but I don't have to do that because I can use your CBD.
You can reach
You
out
don't have to do that. And then we also have an extra strength dose that we just launched at 50 milligrams of CBD. So if you, instead of going tranquilizer wise, maybe you consider an extra strength gummy.
Wow.
Okay. And because that is a new product, may I offer a name? The Laura would be perfect.
Laura.
It would sell out. Yeah. Nipapon, the pawn, any of that stuff.
I'll add it to our list and then we will run through it with the marketing team.
Nipapon means blessing from heaven.
Yes, it does. You should be grateful. That's what it means.
Yeah, see, you have a blessing over here.
Just because you're naming a blessing, don't mean no.
I see Peter's tuned in, and he says we need more research between marijuana and the endocannabinoid. I agree, man. I agree.
Yeah. Do you know Peter or no?
Yeah, Peter, we know each other through the Lao New Year Festival. In Texas.
Okay.
He's the main organizer for the big temple out there of events, and that's
awesome.
We actually got to sell our products at the festival this year, and we're one of the first CBD companies, wellness companies, welcome to the festival, which was really great to see that.
Is that where you met my brother?
No, I actually met your brother at a conference. We were both speaking. He was running a workshop for his publishing company. And at the time, I was in tech startup. I was teaching the kids how to create an app in like.
Wow. So you switched from the tech world to this. Then you kind of.
I've had a very colorful professional ride.
Well, let me say this. I own a marketing company, and I know a lot of creatives because I have to contract out some of the work.
Yeah.
And I will say without a doubt that creatives know about CBD and THC. I mean, they are well versed, and they can break it down and tell you what is what and the whole 9 yards. So that is something that creatives kind of gravitate to.
And you know why? It's because it amplifies their creativity. So even our creative director, he wakes up in the morning, he smokes a bowl, and he meditates before he gets into the groove of doing his work. This is why I tell people, I was like, you can't accept the stereotype that people just get couch locked or too high to function, because I know a lot of functional creative people who consume cannabis and produce amazing work, and the creatives are just like, I feel like all of those plants, cannabinoids, it's even 100 times more after they consume.
Oh wow. So tell us a little bit about like your background, what you went to school with that may have helped in this launch.
So I did my bachelor's in human development and psychology, and I did my master's in healthcare administration. All three definitely helped me in terms of business, right? Just understanding the psychology behavior of buyers and consumers, how they consume anything, not just our products, but our marketing, our messaging. Working in the healthcare industry, I started as a volunteer for an HMO and just moved my way up. I was actually in corporate healthcare, I would say, for 10 years.
Wow.
Working in the inpatient side, the outpatient side, and the business administrative side. I got to see every piece of healthcare and kind of just see really the real issue with patients for their health and wellness. And our healthcare system is not a preventative healthcare system. It's just a diagnose and kick you out, and then you end up coming back and trying to treat that type of thing. And so for me, a lot of good learnings. I even went from corporate healthcare to health tech as well. So I made sure to really learn as much as I can in all formats, all departments. And my education really was more focused on understanding people's psyche and their development and how they approach things, how they learn, their communication style and whatnot, because we all receive and give differently, right?
Sure.
And I feel like those that really can succeed, not just personally, but business-wise, you can adapt. right? You can constantly adapt to the market, to your consumer, to whatever trends are happening, whatever problems are arising. So
Yeah.
did that answer your question? I feel like I just
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. I was gonna say, full disclosure, I have to give a shout out because my stomach this weekend was killing me. I mean, it was killing me, and I'm not one to go to I'm not one to go to the hospital. She has to drag me to the hospital usually if I have to go see the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
But your package arrived like Friday or Saturday, and she came and was like, "Hey, try one of these. It's supposed to help." And then you see, I'm up and kicking right now. So that was the only reason. But I didn't go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Only thing I used was kind of over-the-counter stuff, Pepto and stuff, but it wasn't helping. But I did try your product because my stomach was killing me, and I'm up and kicking right now. So.
Papaya. I'm glad to hear that. Not tried. Well, have you tried papaya?
There's a difference. We just had a person come on and say, "Did I try papaya?" Papaya salad is hot.
He doesn't eat spicy.
I don't eat. I'm the only.
Get it non-spicy.
I'm the only black man in America who does not like any spicy food at all. So
what?
Quick story. My best friend Marlon, he always used to come when we were in Grand Rapids. He would come to her family's events, and one thing about your culture, they want to feed you. You cannot stay here unless you are eating something. So they kept giving Marlon different stuff. And she was like, "Well, try the papaya." And she was like, "Do you want 1 pepper or 2?" And Marlon eats spicy food. So he was like, "Oh, 2." And I said, "Hey, be careful. I'm just letting you know, be careful." He was like, "Come on, man, 2 peppers. What is that?" Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we almost had to give him a mouth-to-mouth resuscitation because he was sweating. He needed water. He was like, "It's good, but it's hot. It's ridiculously hot." Yeah. So no, I have not tried papaya for the simple reason that
you haven't tried it.
No, I never tried it.
You've been with her 20 years?
Yes. Remember, he just tried pho like a couple years ago.
Well, is that the stinky stuff? What's the stinky stuff? Yeah, okay.
Like, what are you talking about? Papaya or pho? Badak. Oh, the stinky stuff. Oh, yeah.
Hey, I don't even try to come in the room when they eat that, okay? Because I'm like, what is that smell? Yes. And they're like, "Oh, it's the papaya, it's the badak." You can
customize it without the fermented fish, and then you can also get it non-spicy, just like Eric said.
Now, see, no one has came to me and said, "Marcelo,
you can customize it.
Here's some non-spicy papaya
I'll make
salad
you some non-spicy
for you to try." But the fish sauce, I can't deal with that. The fish sauce should be on.
There's fish sauce in it, but what you're smelling is the other stuff.
Whatever concoction y'all put together.
It's the way we see it. The stinkier, the better.
Yeah, see, I can't. I'm not. That I don't eat as a black man. I don't eat chitlins. Why? Because the smell. Okay, so in turn, I can't eat the food. No. I can't eat.
Are you really black though? Then
I know, right?
No,
right?
He's not.
Right?
Not 100%.
Hey, let me tell you, they have tried to get me to eat fish head soup. I'm not dealing with that. Chicken fingers, chicken feet. I'm sorry, chicken feet.
Yeah.
No, I can't. No, I can't do that.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Well, one day,
Laura will.
It's 20 years, 19 years to get you to do pho.
I know.
It'll take another 10 years to get you to try papaya salad and fish head soup.
By then, he might be a little older. He might not remember if he likes it or not. In 10, 20 years, you're going to be like, I do like that.
I will look like this for the next 42 years, okay?
Hey, when we come out with some cannabinoid derived topicals, cosmetics.
There we go. I'm totally with that. But yeah, you don't. And so, and I do eat pho. Pho is delicious.
Now he likes it. He eats.
See, so you don't know. You might like fish head soup or chicken. You know, try it.
It's looking back at me. I can't eat nothing that looks back at me. Well, now it's different because now I don't eat pork or beef. So it's just chicken pho.
But he'll eat frog legs.
Oh, no doubt. What's wrong with frog legs?
I mean, it's a frog.
You got a very complex man.
What's wrong with frog legs?
I don't know.
Wait a minute.
I don't eat frog legs.
The stuff y'all eat, you can't say nothing about frog legs, okay? Let's just get that out in the open.
Hey, we're used to it. We had to eat what we can when we were.
We did
now
too.
You don't have to.
We did too. We got the worst part of the animal and we flipped it. That's what soul food is. But I will say again,
like,
some of the stuff that you guys eat, no way.
Yeah.
All right. So why don't you give us a quick rundown of your products? If you can give us a quick summary of, if someone says this is hurting me, you can handle it.
Yes, definitely.
So we currently have 10 SKUs in the market, 10 different products. Most of our products are gummy form. So you can see to this side of me, these are our variety packs that we just launched into the market this past month. Smaller packs, more on the go for those that want to carry it with them and more cost effective. We also have our 30 count jars, which are for those that, really take it as a supplement daily, once a day for them, whether it's morning or evening time. I'm pointing in the wrong way. But right here these are our pump bottles. This is actually one of our B2B products that are in phase at the moment. You could see it kind of looks milky, right? Because that's actually
is it like a lotion or something?
It's pure liquid in here.
Okay.
It's literally like a wine bottle, but
that's what you consume that?
So we sell these to cafe retailers, restaurant retailers, because they offer it as like a shot in a beverage for their customers. So you go to a cafe, order a cup of coffee. You can add a shot of CBD to your cup of coffee to start your day. Because we all know that most people don't realize this, but CBD and coffee is actually a perfect pair, because a lot of people who drink coffee in the morning, it's because they need to be alert and focused for the day. Right. But one of the side effects of coffee is the jitters. It's the anxiety that it also adds. And so with a little bit of CBD added to your cup, it actually calms the jitters, but it still keeps you alert and focused. Gotcha. And so this product isn't sold just directly to consumers. This is actually sold to retailers, mainly our cafes in California and Hawaii for now. And then we also have a balm. I don't have that product with me, but that's one of the samples I sent you guys. The balm is.
Oh yeah, is it like the monkey pump?
It's like yamong,
tiger balm. Yeah.
Monkey balm, tiger balm.
Tiger balm. Okay, there we go. I'm with that. All right.
That's exactly what inspired the products. Yeah.
Have I heard of tiger balm? Tiger balm was an episode of Seinfeld.
Really?
Yes.
I thought it was a Lao thing.
No, they used it in Seinfeld.
No, everyone has used it. Tiger balm has become kind of like accepted in the American culture, right? In so many other cultures, you see other people using it. It's a staple balm. And so what we did, because we work with scientists, we have scientists on the team and whatnot. So we did our own reformulation of what that healing ointment was, because I grew up with it. My mom always used it. They always made us do the whole situation on their back with the balm and the penny method and whatnot. And so we have categories in food and beverage. The balm was our first product in the topical cosmetic category. We're working on a smaller version, because right now we sell a really big jar version, a 50-gram jar. Into the market, but working on a smaller one, which is the one you got as a sample. Nice. So it's literally the same size as Tiger Balm and whatnot. Yeah. But so those currently we have 10 products in the market, and we have a roadmap of launching other products that help with health and wellness and are more for normal consumption, right? Because not a lot of people smoke, right? There's CBD flower and things like that, but in your normal health and wellness behavior, most people take supplements, take gummies, take vitamins, or they drink tea, they drink a beverage that helps. And so we wanted to make sure the products that we created was already the behavior people were already doing in terms of consuming for their health and wellness. And so a lot of our products are gummy based because it's so easy and flavorful to just do. And then some of our products are liquid, water soluble, so you could easily drop it in any hot or cold beverage, soup. And then of course our balm. So we're launching in every type of category, taking our time, figuring out what's best, and really listening. A lot of our products were based on what people needed, right? We created gummies that because people were having a hard time sleeping or shutting down at night. Some of the gummies help with anxiety because a lot of people have anxiety. And then our product for aches and pains. So all minor ailments, but all created to help people improve their health and wellness routine and also help improve their own health and wellness.
Absolutely.
And I have to respond to Eric quickly. Eric. I am a older, wise gentleman. Okay, I have an open mind to a variety of things, but my food would never look back at me. Okay? That's not happening. Okay, I'm sorry. That will not happen. No. But and then to educate you guys. Okay, so you guys are talking about Tiger Balm.
Yeah.
In the Black community, we use Vicks Vapor Rub. That is the cure.
Oh, we do Vicks too.
That is the cure.
The Tiger Balm's not available.
You have a broken leg. You have heart disease. Rub some Vicks on it. You'll be fine. So that is our version of your Tiger Balm.
Yeah. And every like culture has their version, right, of healing, their version of product, but it's really no different from each other. It's just maybe a slight difference in formulation, but we all use it for the same reasons. And so next on my mind, I don't know if you remember, Laura, but my parents used to use the icy hot patch a lot.
Oh yeah.
That's a version of Vicks.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, you're gonna try to make some?
I want to figure out a way to make a CBD patch.
Oh,
okay.
So, but mainly, really, it's more so for women who are dealing with menstrual cramps.
There you go.
That was an idea that was posed by a consumer.
Okay.
Because, she takes our CBD or day CBD gummies to help with her menstrual cramps. It actually helps with that. And she had suggested, would you ever, consider creating like a patch or a heat patch?
Yeah.
And your abdomen. And I was like, that's totally possible because it does exist in the market. It just doesn't exist with CBD as an active ingredient yet.
Right.
It's just a matter. It's just a matter of us testing and making sure that ingredients blend well together and they don't have certain effects, and it gives the actual experience that a person wants. But that was something I was thinking about.
That makes sense because a lot of women do go through like excruciating pain when it comes to that. And some of them, they have to take off work or, things like that affects their daily lives, So.
And you should come out with a male version for the men who have to deal with the women when they are experiencing those.
Then you have a name for it.
We catch hail.
What is it going to be? Male coat? There you go.
Something along those lines. When I see her put her patch on, I'm putting my patch on.
Got it. There'll be a his and a hers.
There you go. I'm with that. I'm totally with that. Wholeheartedly. Yeah. Are there any plans to come out with anything outside of what you guys are doing now? Are you guys going to go into the THC market since that's like super booming right now as well?
Yes, we do plan to create a sister company for THC because it has to be separate licenses, separate entities, and because that side is more regulated than the hemp side. It's a lot more restrictions and a lot more complex. It's a very booming industry, but it's also a very risky, challenging, and tax-heavy industry. So. We want to prove ourselves out first on this side with these products because the barrier to entry was lower when we were thinking through which way to go about. Because I love THC too. I used to always go to the dispensaries and buy gummies and then resell it to the little old Asian ladies that don't go to dispensary or are afraid. but I also had to keep in mind what had a lower barrier to entry, what could really help people's health and wellness. We actually will be experimenting with THC, but hemp-derived THC, like Delta 8. We haven't fully decided how we're going to do that, given that a lot of states are still creating regulations around using Delta 8. I know a lot of people have seen that pop up a lot in a lot of other states, but there's also a lot of controversy around it because there's no real regulations out around it yet. And that actually, the Delta 8 can give a slight intoxicating experience, even though it's derived from hemp. And so before we actually enter the THC cannabis market side, I will most likely experiment with hemp-derived THC first to see how that does. So yeah.
Gotcha.
Sounds good. Sounds good. That was what she said.
I definitely have THC on the list, though.
Oh, okay. I hear that. Now, how far is she away?
From where?
From us.
She's in California. She lives by North.
Yeah.
Man.
We were supposed to see her while we were there, but we were so busy.
I see. Okay. I'm trying to figure out whether or not when we start sending out our branded products, whether or not that'd be too far away for us to ship that to her, like some of the food. I want to do a taste test of the Blazer Soul food, but California is a long way away, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay.
It's only a 3-hour flight.
Yeah, but when you mail something, it's a
I know.
See what I'm saying?
I can fly out there.
Go get the CBD right now.
I'll fly out there.
Go get it.
I can visit my brothers.
So you gonna take our products that are frozen.
Yeah.
You're gonna fly with them on the plane
and cook it out there.
You know, Laos people do that all the time. They disregard kind of certain airline regulations. My mom does it all the time. One time we got stopped because she put an MSG packet in her luggage for carry-on, and it ran through the screen, and to them it looked like a pouch of Coke. So
Wow.
Oh no. So she got stopped at the airport?
Yep, got stopped just for MSG.
I'm not flying with any food. I can't. It's not my bag. So we have a lot of people on that. They are trying to be entrepreneurs. They want to start their own company. They are trying to kind of Eric just spoke.
You can read it.
Well, I thought everyone would have the opportunity to read it.
So
he uses it on the show. Hey, let me tell you, all of us gentlemen, I am, I'll say it, I'm 48. I'm 48 years old. I considered myself a semi-athletic person when I was growing up, played basketball 24/7. And you get up in the morning when you get a little bit older, and it's not as easy to get up. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you get
Wait. Tell them about when you were coaching.
Oh, yeah. I coached my son's basketball team in the summertime. And I was trying to teach them some things about basketball. They're older now. They're 7th, 8th grade, so they're pretty good. So you want them to start being kind of serious about the sport. And what happened was some of the guys were kind of joking around in the post and weren't playing hard, and I'm telling them how to do it and how to position yourself. So I just got mad and was like, you know what? Get out of here. I'm going to show y'all. So I started playing with them. Mind you, I've been running up and down the court already because I'm reffing as I'm coaching, and I'm showing them that's how you do it, and I'm feeling good. And I'm like, I told y'all I kill you guys. I know what I'm doing. And got home and was like, I can barely move right now.
Yeah,
I have to take a shower.
You needed your stuff back then.
I gotta lay up. I didn't stretch before. I just was thought I was 38 instead of 48 and got out there and was doing my thing. So yes, I think that it's important. It's an important product for people to have because
definitely
when you have those aches and pains, you don't want to keep taking Tylenol and aspirin and things of that nature because that can dwell on your system as well. So definitely a good product. But there are a few people out there like you who would like to start their own business, be an entrepreneur, take that initial leap to start their business, but they are utterly terrified because it's such a big venture.
Yeah.
What advice would you have for them?
I'd say, fuck it, do it anyways. So sorry.
I hear that. You cannot be any plainer than that.
I mean, it really is like, right, like no matter how afraid you are, I swear, I mean, I'm afraid every day, like that we won't make it, right? Or we won't be a staple company in the market. Even before starting it, I was having those thoughts, those self thoughts, but you never know unless you do it, right?
Right.
It's okay to be afraid. I mean, I'm afraid every freaking day. Even every time I wake up, I want to check: are we getting orders? All that stuff. So, if you're not afraid, then something's wrong. I feel because everyone has to be afraid to enter into this role as an entrepreneur.
Sure. Absolutely.
You, especially for those who are full-time entrepreneurs, right? Some people really go full force in it. Others do it, but also still work, which is okay, right? As long as you do it. And if you're afraid, don't take big leaps yet. Take small steps, right? It's really begin. If you have that idea, start writing out a plan. That's really, I feel like the fear starts to subside. When you have a concrete plan. The more you start writing out what you want to do, how you want to do it, and also the more you talk to people who you feel like might benefit from the product, might want it, right? Because a lot of us entrepreneurs, we think people want what we do, but sometimes that's our own bias.
Exactly.
And the best way to really understand if people will buy your stuff is to actually talk to the market you want to sell to, see if they want it. It's normal to be afraid, and I feel like more of us can decrease that fear if we actually just start writing things out, start planning, start talking to more people. I welcome people to talk to me all the time, and I always usually save a day, my Fridays, to really just engage with people, 30 minutes, an hour, or whatnot. Talk about what they want to do in terms of their idea for their business, even if it's not in the same industry, right? We kind of have overlapping skills and experience, and some advice that could help them begin. And for me, it's like I love when people are afraid, because it just means you have something that you should work on. If you're afraid, if you're not afraid, and it's kind of it's going to be bad, right? Because if you're you're not afraid to take a risk, and that means you're numb. You don't have that intelligence to fully understand what you're trying to do, your market, and your products and things like that. And so, for me, it's like no matter how afraid you are, you just got to find a place to start. Whether that's sharing your idea with somebody, or writing it out personally in your own space. Just find some way to start ideating and executing. So,
and just do it. Don't wait. Some people wait until it's perfect and then they do it, but you have to do it, and then you have to do it and maneuver and perfect it along the way.
Because there's no such thing as perfect.
No,
right?
None at all.
Such thing as perfect.
Or else you're not growing. You have to constantly be. You have to constantly be struggling and going through that mental struggle, and so you can grow, right? So
exactly. And success is not overnight. I really, that's what I want to emphasize to people. Like, a lot of people are successful. It takes them 10 years to get there. Not overnight success. It's a marathon. Oh, Eric's calling one of us a bully. Or he's calling all of us.
Probably the basketball bully, the coach.
Me?
Basketball coach. Let me show you, kids. No.
But yeah, fuck it and just go for it. Whichever way you want to start, just do it. Or give me a shot. I'll connect with you. I'll help you out.
Awesome. Yeah. So how can they reach you? I have their website scrolling on the bottom.
Yes. So easily, my first name, Sysamone at KhuenPhu.com. All my handles are the same. It's at Sysamone P. I'm very active in interacting on social, so they could get me anywhere: Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. I'm on all of those platforms to connect and chat. They probably will get me faster if they connect with me that way versus email, given that the email inbox is always so.
Yeah,
definitely. But social media, email, Sysamone at KhuenPhu.com.
Okay. Can you say it now that we're her name and all that? You know it now? You know how to say it now?
Sysamone.
There you go.
I'm awesome.
Awesome. What's her last name?
I am awesome.
What's her last name?
You know that.
It's Phaphon. I know you said Phaphon earlier. Everybody says Phaphon only because the English language.
Oh yeah, you should know that.
Yes,
with my first name being Nipapon.
But it's always silent
in our Lao language.
When did this turn into a Marcelo bashing thing?
Phaphon.
When did this?
It's not.
Be about me.
It's Marcelo educating it right now.
Okay,
wait.
What
about this part?
Wait.
The name of her.
We can take care of something right quick.
That's easy.
We'll take care of something right quick.
That's easy to say.
Can you pronounce that?
Casavetti.
Casavetti. Close. That's my middle name.
Casavetti. Oh,
see,
okay.
Now you don't hear me saying no. You have to pronounce the Cass, not Cobb. You don't hear me saying anything like that, do you? Okay.
Because we're unique.
There you go.
Do you know how to say the second part? What's her company's name?
It's not up there anymore. KhuenPhu.
It means climbing the mountain. How do you say climbing the mountain?
Climbing the mountain.
No, in Lao. No.
KhuenPhu.
Khun means going up. Phu is mountain.
Pon, poo, pie. It gets confusing. Okay.
KhuenPhu.
Okay.
I've had people try to say it as, are you trying to write Kung Fu? And you did it wrong. And I'm like, no.
Hey, let me give you a quick, before we go, let me give you a quick breakdown of the different cultures. In your culture, when you're talking to someone and you say,
oh God.
That means that you acknowledge,
You mean,
Okay. In my culture, if I'm talking to you and you say, you blowing me off and you about to piss me off. So me and her are talking and I'm telling her something and she's like, and I'm like, hey, don't just discredit me like that. Don't, you about to make me mad.
Yes.
She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you gonna listen to me when I talk. She's like, I'm agreeing with you. So that is a cultural difference in itself. That should give you everything you need to know.
That is the relationship struggles of a Blasian couple.
Yeah.
Because I was heated. I was mad.
He was like, why are you saying I'm like, no, I'm saying that means yes in Lao, like
Yeah.
And then so to him it sounds like
like whatever.
Like
yeah, okay.
That's to him.
I'll flip this table over. No, don't blow me off like that.
I'm saying yes to you.
Yep.
Sweetheart, thank you so much for coming on. We will have you on again soon. Stay positive. Much success to you. And we will see you later.
We will
Thank you guys so much.
Definitely. Nope, man. Nope. You say nope. That means
I'll do that too.
Deuces.
Got it.
What up, though? Lao gone?
No. Thank you, sweetie.
Awesome. Thank you. We will be checking up on your journey. Excited for you. Awesome.
That's cool. That's a very good thought process as far as your product is concerned. You're helping a lot of people. You don't want to keep taking. When my stomach was hurting, I kept popping Advil and
the pain medicine,
Tylenol, and all of that. And it messes with your stomach as well.
And you went to get more.
Well, no. See, then when I went to the store, I got smart
stuff.
I started getting other stuff, milk magnesia, and these things that aren't pain dampeners, but they actually help your stomach out. So
right.
Different tactics that you use. But yes, that was a great episode. You guys, please check her out. invest or buy her products as needed, whether it's for sleep or pain or just getting that energy to get through the day. Try that out. I mean, if you go buy a Red Bull and down a Red Bull in the morning, I'm quite sure you can try something natural that someone has that is purported to do the same thing. So with that in mind, please support her. Go check her out. And check us out next week. When you see that segue, that was a nice segue. Check her out. Check us out next week.
Next week, same time, same place.
Great segue. Man, I'm awesome. I'm going to get a shirt to say I'm awesome on it. I'm just going to put it right there. Dirt on my shoulders, Jay-Z. Anyway, you guys be cool.
My goodness.
As monkeypox out there now and all this other nonsense. So as I always say, man, be careful. Watch your six. Because this is serious out there. With that, everybody be cool. We'll talk to y'all next week.
All right. Lock on.